You know, we have problems, don't we? You're a former secretary, you're a former chairman also, and I have the same problem.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kay Mr. Wally Sombero muna po. Who exactly are you? What are you?
Mr.
I
Chair?
mean, sabi niyo po sa amin kayo yung president of this AGSPA. And then sinabi niyo rin po dito sa affidavit niyo, you are a sort of an investigative journalist. Pero dito po sa mga naririnig natin ngayon, sa mga pananalita niyo, you seem to be a glib talker. And ano ho ba talaga ang pinaka-occupation niyo? Kasi, forgive me, but my impression of you is that you are a fixer, an operator, a wheeler-dealer. You're known to everyone in the industry. So ano ho ba talaga kayo?
Excuse me. I would be very careful in insulting the witness, just as I've counseled Mr. Sombero not to insult us. I don't think any senator has that. It's out of propriety to do so, and I'm sorry I have to say this, but try not to call anybody a sick person here, or at least not in my presence. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair. It's just an impression of mine. It's an opinion of mine. I couldn't help expressing it. That's why I'm asking him.
I know that
I'm
you're under
asking him
severe
directly.
pressure, but I think it would be better for your case and the case of the Senate that we, conduct these proceedings without the least. I know that it's a very emotional time for you, and I've supported you on that, and I just don't want it to happen while I'm on watch on this committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm
Please
just fulfilling
proceed.
my duty also to
Yes,
uncover
I know.
the truth.
Well,
Mr. Chair, I'm not a fixer, Mr. Chair.
okay, you're not a fixer. Thank you.
The AGSPA, may mga miyembro din ho ba kayo?
Marami po, Mr. Chair. It's a stock non-profit organization that my members are the IT BPO service provider who catered the online gaming industry, engaged in online gaming po.
And kaya nga po ganun ang nasabi ko kanina because dito po sa joint affidavit ni Attorney Argusino and Attorney Robles, they said something about you having bragged on how you would pay off some government officials. That's paragraph 26 of the joint affidavit of Attorney Argusino and Attorney Robles. Nasaan po ba si Attorney Argusino? Didn't you say this, that he bragged on how he would pay off some government officials?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's in your affidavit. So di ho ba bragged on how he would pay off some government officials?
It's not true, Your Honor.
So hindi kayo nagyabang nung kausap nyo si Attorney Argusino?
Hindi po, nagdi-discuss po kami ng how, what is the online gaming, what is the industry happening in the industry, how we can generate the maximum revenues for the government. Because nag-lecture po ako sa kanila noong this October 5 or 6, 2016.
Ito po ang sabi nila, Attorney Argusino and Attorney Robles, paragraph 26. Doon po sa Diamond Hotel. Sombero started talking again about his advocacy in online gaming business and boastfully talked about his being a known personality in the gambling world. He later on bragged on how he would pay off some government officials and how he earned billions of pesos in Amara deal. Finally, respondent Sombero mentioned of high-ranking government officials which he made rich and his illegal dealings with them. Of course, you are denying it now. You're denying it?
Mr. Chair, correct, I'm denying it. We are discussing about the Philippines 2000 or the Bolivar 2000 or the area of the Pagcor City that I was one of those who conceptualized the Bagong Ngayong Filipino Entertainment City of Manila, where the four major licenses are now operating, Mr. Chair.
Nung naman pong November 26 na meeting ninyo doon sa Shangri-La with Secretary Aguirre also present and Attorney Argusino, is it true that you told Secretary Aguirre that Jack Lam was in need of a ninong, and if he could be one?
Yes, Your Honor. Confirm, Your Honor. Mr. Chair.
So you confirm that?
I confirm,
So did you
Your
mean
Honor.
to imply a bribe offer when you said that?
No, Your Honor.
So what did you mean?
Because I was the resource person of DOJ for several occasions in the conference room when I was invited to lecture about the status of the online gaming industry based in the Philippines, and of course the status of the STL, because they have a scheduled cabinet hearing and they will brief the president. So they asked me to help them organize and prepare the briefing. So because of that, I thought I felt that I found an ally that will help the industry, that could potentially generate billions of pesos for the government. So yes, Your Honor, it's just like may kinasal, kailangan may problema, lalapit sa ninong. So I considered the secretary as a second father
But
for the
Secretary
industry.
Aguirre said during the last hearing that he in fact felt insulted dahil alam na daw niya po kung saan dadating ang usapan niyo dun sa sinabi niyo na nangangailangan ng bagong ninong si Jack Lam. Secretary Aguirre said he was insulted and he showed it. Yet after that insulting incident, you kept in touch with Secretary Aguirre. You were clearly in texting terms, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And he even allowed you to leave for Canada.
No, Your Honor, he did not allow me to leave for Canada. I went to Singapore for medical intervention, not in Canada, Your Honor.
He allowed you to go to Singapore.
Well, if you can read, Mr. Chair, if you read the ILBO, it doesn't mean it doesn't said that.
ILBO, okay?
ILBO, Mr. Chair, that there was never in that
So wala
ILBO.
kang allowed departure order na binigay sa inyo?
Wala po kasing nakalagay doon na I have to ask for the allowed departure order.
Sa akin po, meron po silang inisyong allowed departure order. Nung nagpaalam din po ako sa kanila. Anyway, Secretary Aguirre, can you just please tell us what explains your continuing communication with Sombero even after November 26?
I could communicate with anybody, Mr. Chair, Madam Senator, and I see no reason, I see nothing wrong with communicating with these people, aside from the fact that I'll be informed what really is happening, what happened.
Even if he insulted you with that sort of an offer,
Actually, for the record,
you should have totally avoided him.
I did not use the word insult. Perhaps you must, Madam Senator, you might have been confused that it was the impression of Commissioner Agusino, not mine.
There was such a reaction from you. You showed it, that you were displeased.
My reaction is that I'm going to leave after about 10 minutes, and I told them, after he told about those being ninong, if you want this meeting to continue, I told them, do not corrupt my people.
So you were offended, in fact. You
I'm
may
not
not
sure.
have been insulted, but you were offended.
Well,
Because my next question
well,
is, if you felt offended because you just said that, do not corrupt my people, why? But you never told him to avoid from then on the evening on November 26, when there is that sort of a parinig or whatever it
I have
is,
no-
a bribe offer.
I have no reason to tell them that because I do not know that they will be going to COD. We have
Okay.
only a meeting there.
At
As a matter
this
of fact, Commissioner Agusino is not part of that meeting. He is scheduled to meet with the group of Jack Lam and Holly Sombero about 3 o'clock. But when Commissioner Agusino came to know that I'll be meeting them at 5:30.
I saw that in the affidavit. You don't have to explain that. I know that already.
But, you are insinuating something, Madam Senator. Let me explain.
I'm the one questioning here. I'm going
But
to
I'm
the
answering.
next point. I'm going to Mr. Chair. Can you please advise?
30 seconds, yes. 30 seconds.
He's raising his voice.
I would advise everybody, especially the witness, to properly answer and try not to refrain your voice. First of all, you are a gentleman of the highest order.
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I'll go to my next point. I don't need that explanation because I've read that in the affidavit, sir. Next point. Medyo na ano po ako, I got intrigued or I got interested about the mention and nabanggit din mo ito kanina nila Mr. Charlie Ang. These are in the affidavits of both Norman Nang and Alex Yu. May meeting kayo noong November 29, and you said in your affidavit na humihingi pa ng additional 50M. And you, Mr. Alex Yu, called up Mr. Ang?
Mr. Nang ho po yung tumawag kay Mr. Ang.
Tumawag ka kay Mr. Ang.
Your Honor, yes.
Sinabi mo siguro, correct me if I'm wrong, na humihingi pa ng additional 50M.
Yes.
And-
Excuse me. Time is up, but I'll give you 1 minute to wrap up and continue your point. Unless you want to continue and request the others to allow you to continue. You're not waiving your 5 minutes. You just allow her to go 1 or 2 minutes because your questions are good. Even. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you,
You can
Senator
go ahead. I
Drilon.
will give the minutes, but not the 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Tinawagan mo si Mr. Charlie Ang kasi sinumbong mo na humihingi pa sila ng additional 50M. Totoo. Correct?
Yes.
At yung advice ka mo ni Mr. Charlie Ang is that linuloko na kayo niyan. Kasi hindi yan about the bail. Kasi kung bail yan, dapat doon kayo nakikipag-usap sa opisina. Is that more or less the essence, according to your affidavit?
Just
Tama?
a piece of advice before you
Yes,
answer.
yes.
Are you sure you understand the question because you told me you don't speak Tagalog?
I think he understands.
I understand.
Well, our thinking maybe uses a defense later on and says I did not quite understand the question. So kindly ask him in English.
Did you understand my... Anyway. Okay.
Did you understand the question?
I understand.
Can you translate what you were just asked in English?
She asked me regarding about, I call Mr. Charlie Ang regarding about the commissioner to want to get another 50 million.
All right, try to speak Tagalog rather than hear it, okay? Thank you.
And sabi nga po ni Mr. Ang is that linuloko na kayo niyan. Kasi dapat ang bail, pinag-uusapan yan sa opisina. Correct?
Correct.
And then, ng December 1 naman, nung nandun naman kayo sa opisina ni Mr. Charlie Ang, in your affidavits, both of you, sinabi
Yes,
nyo
yes.
na nakausap nyo uli si Attorney Argusino via speakerphone. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And again, ano yung sinasabi na naman ni Attorney Argusino?
He was asking for the 5 folders.
Dahil,
Sabi niya, pag wala yung 5 folders, hindi makakabill to mga tao.
and
And the ball is in your hand.
5 folders representing 50 million.
Yes, ma'am.
Each folder is 10 million.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct? Okay. So because of that, again, based on your affidavits, parang sabi nyo, talagang lokohan nito, wala na, magpe-press con na lang kami. That's December 1, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And December 1, yun din ang naging press con. Would you confirm, Secretary Aguirre, that you also conducted a press con on that day, December 1, or maybe answered questions from media? Doon nyo po unang siniwalat yung sinasabing attempted bribe or offer of bribe ni Mr. Sombero. From November 26, there is this gap. You never exposed it right after November 26, but you did only on December 1. Is that correct, Secretary Aguirre?
I don't know about the date, but I believe that I said about it very few days, 1 day or 2 days after. But I'm sorry, but I could not remember the date.
Per our research, sir, Mr. Chair, based on media items, you did so also on December 1. I want to understand which came first. So sabi nila natuloy daw yung press con, Kamuning Bakery. Mr. Ang said earlier, natuloy. Ano po ba,
Yes, Your Honor.
ano po ba talaga sinabi nyo sa press con? Talaga bang in-expose nyo yung tungkol sa bribery or extortion? Alleged extortion, bribery? What did you say in that press con? Kasi ang una naming nalaman about the involvement of 2 associate commissioners was via the article of Mon Tulfo, December 10. So what exactly ang inexpose nyo nung nag-press con kayo nung December 1? At gusto ko talagang malaman, sinong unang nag-press con? Yung grupo nyo o si Secretary Aguirre?
Your Honors, if I may be allowed to respond to that.
Okay.
I was the one
Can
who
you
conducted
identify yourself?
Yes, Your Honor. I am Attorney Raymond Fortun. I was the spokesman of Jack Lam for that press conference, Your Honors.
For that press
Excuse me,
conference?
let the record state that Attorney Fortun, representing Mr. Jack Lam, is speaking. And before you do, kindly raise your right hand if you are going to testify on your own knowledge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing, the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Please proceed.
I do.
Thank you.
Go ahead, please, Senator De Lima.
So, yes, Attorney Fortun, what exactly was the subject matter of the press con? What exactly did you say in that press con?
Yes, Madam Senator. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe the first time that the Honorable Secretary of Justice mentioned before the media that there was a bribery attempt on him as well as PAGCOR Chair, Andrea Domingo, was, I think, around November 28th. That was the first time. And in fact, what happened after that is that suddenly the
November
PNP
28th.
chief of PNP head, General Bato de la Rosa, now came out on media and said that he was going to arrest Jack Lam. Immediately after that, tinanong siya ng media, anong ground? And wala siya may bigay na ground. Ang ground niya lang is, bahala na, basta huhulihin namin, utos ng presidente yon. For that reason, Madam Senator and Mr. Chair, that we were now forced to come out with a statement and with a press conference just clearly to air our side that there was no bribery involved. That was all, Madam.
No bribery involved.
Yes,
Pero ano
Madam.
po yung sinasabi nila na ipipress ko na namin ito? That was December 1.
That
Correct,
is
Mr.
correct.
Nang? Mr. Yu? Alex?
Yes, Your Honor. Bali sa December 2 yung press con.
December 1 yung sinabi na ipipress ko na lang namin to kasi walang nangyayari.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Attorney Argusino, you heard, if Secretary Aguirre made or conducted that press con or even a media interview on November 28, bakit po nakikipag-usap pa rin kayo sa kanila noong November 29, noong December 1?
Ayan nga ho yung sinasabi nila. Hindi raw daw ho sila nagbabribe si Jack Lam. Ang investigasyon ko, saan galing yung pera? Yan ho yung, sunod-sunod ho yan. Dinay ho nila na nasa kanila yung pera. Yung kung pinag-usapan ni na Mr. Atong Ang na ganito pala yung pera, lalo ho akong, tingnan ho ninyo, ang daming mga web of presentation na nagsasabing hindi kay Jack Lam yung pera. Ang question ko,
Pero naka-speakerphone daw po kayo noong December 1 at sinabi nyo, nasaan na yung 5 folders? Otherwise, walang i-release.
hindi po totoo yan. Yan na ho yung tingin ko na pag-usapan na ho nila between, kasi mag-conflicting statements na ho. Siguro ngayon ho nila nare-realize na eto na ho yun, it's a case of corruption of public official.
Mr. Sombero, do you also deny na re-record nyo ang mga conversations ninyo?
I'm denying it, Mr. Chair.
Although may mga statements po kayo dito, may mga statements po dito na pointing to that. Yung mga recording. So never at any point did you record conversations?
Mr. Chair, wala po.
Hindi ko lang makita yung mga ano, no? But maybe later I will get back to that point.
Mr. Chair, will you allow me, Mr. Chair, to make some corrections on the joint affidavit of Alex Norman, prepared by, I think, by Attorney Fortun. There was no meeting in November 29. It was November 30.
Well, we will take that information in the
Kasi po,
proper context.
Mr. Chair, nagkakamali na po sa December 1, December 2, malilito po sila. It was November 30, COD Crown Hotel, room 5109 something.
Yes, nakalagay po sa affidavit ni Mr. Alex Yu, 9 p.m. November 29, Crown Hotel, room 5109.
We have that as November 30 in our
November
research.
30, Mr. Chair.
Yes, we have
Correct
that
po.
in November 30. And you're saying that they're saying it's December 1, right?
They were saying November 29, they were saying December 1, December 2, na-skip yung November 30. Kaya dahil po doon, malilito sila sa petsa. The press con held in December 2. The deal was cut off December 1. The meeting held in Crown November 30. The meeting was held Bonifacio Day, holiday.
Mr. Yu, bakit nyo ho talaga nasabi yon na magpe-press con na lang kami? And then, ang magiging press con lang pala the next day, as confirmed by Attorney Fortune, is just to deny the bribery. Mukhang something is amiss here. What was the context of your statement na ganun nga, magpe-press con na lang kami? Mr. Ang, do you have a knowledge about that?
Your Honor, bali, ako na ho nagpaset ng meeting na yun, tsaka ng press con. Kasi, tumatawag pa rin si Argusinio, humingi pa rin ng pere. So, ang sinabi na namin, tigilan nyo na kami. Wala pa rin nakakalabas sa tao. Yun ang pinag-usapan namin.
So, yung intention pala was to expose.
To expose na.
Bakit hindi ho yun ang ginawa ni Attorney Fortune nung December 2 during the actual press con? Kasasabi lang po niya kanina, ang sinabi lang daw niya was to deny the alleged bribery attempt.
Well,
So bakit ho hindi natuloy yung plano?
Well, Your Honor,
Ginaunahan niyo po sana si Montulfo.
well, Your Honor, pagka kasi nagpa-press con kami, na nag-accuse kami ng tao agad, magkakaroon pa ng problema. Ang pinaka-the-best mo ng press con siguro doon, didinay namin muna lahat yung sinasabi sa amin. Yung na-accuse sa amin, kapareho na nangyayari ngayon, at is napapatunayan namin na talagang wala kaming kinalaman sa ganyan. Kami na ipit dito.
Attorney Argusino.
Your Honor, may I state for the record that all that we have been saying came from the affidavit of Mr. Atong Ang, executed only on February 8. So, this is really questionable already, Your Honor, because if this is executed on February 8, so bagong-bago po ito. And then, if you
What
know,
affidavit are you referring to?
the affidavit po of Charlie Tiu Hai Ang. Ito yung sinasabi nila. Now, may mga conflict din po. Doon sa sinabit naman sa NBI na affidavit naman ni Alex Yu, ang sinasabi niya huron, yun hong 10 million ay kinuha na ni Wenceslao Sumbero minutes after nung naibigay sa amin yung 48 million minutes. Hindi po yung sinasabi niya sa affidavit na 2 p.m. Ay, conflicting po ito. Talagang kinokorrect po nila. Yung talagang cover up po kung bail.
In the first
sinasabi
place,
po
let the chair and the
Yes,
committee judge that, all right?
Okay, thank you very much.
Second place, you are not being recognized. You address your request to speak to the chair.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank
Yes,
you.
Your Honor.
You have 1 more minute and wrap up, please. You already have more than 10 minutes. Senator?
I'll continue, Mr. Chair, on my second round because it would be another point. Thank you.
Thank you. I was going to ask the other senators if they're willing. Yes, Senator Villanueva. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At the onset, I'd like to apologize for being impatient kanina, Mr. Chair. Kasi, I mean, you and I know very well that we're very passionate in ferreting the truth here, and we are hoping and praying na matapos itong hearing na ito na maraming mapapakinabangan ang ating mga kababayan.
I don't want to count that in your 5 minutes, so please proceed.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman. But I'll be very brief considering that now we have the man of the hour, Mr. Wally Sombero. Sir, gaya ng ilang mga kasamahan ko, maraming hindi magandang naglalaro sa isip namin before you came in. And I think this is the right time para ipakita nyo po sa amin na talagang kapanipaniwala po yung inyong mga sasabihin. Unang katanungan po, meron po ba kayong natatanggap na compensation o sweldo bilang Pangulo ng Asian Gaming Service Providers Association?
Wala po.
Wala po. Wala ho kayong
Mr. Chair, wala po.
wala rin kayong natatanggap na kahit na ano mula sa mga operators kagaya po ni Jack Lam. Are you an employee of Jack Lam, consultant?
I don't know Jack Lam from Edam, Mr. Senator, Chair.
Hindi niyo po kilala.
Hindi ko po siya.
Pero nagmi-meeting po kayo.
That was, the first meeting was on November 25 only.
So nung nakausap niyo po si Secretary Aguirre kasama si Jack Lam, first time niyo nakita si Jack Lam doon?
Second time, Your Honor.
Second time. Who initiated the meeting? Is it not you?
Mr. Chair, tama po si Deputy Secretary kanina na kami naman talaga ang magkausap ni Margosino. Magkikita kami sa UCC Cafe 3 o'clock ng November 26.
So hindi rin originally kasama si Mr. Jack Lam?
Kasama na po kasi 25 na po na-agree na nag-request si Mr. Jack Lam na kung pwedeng maipaliwanag niya yung kanyang proyekto sa Puntana na may pinirmahan siyang 800 million MOA with Clark. Gusto niya ipaliwanag yon sa...
How did you know nakasama si Mr. Jack Lam sa meeting?
Inung unang meeting
day? Or
Mr. Chair,
pinaplano pa lang?
if you will allow me, what happened in December and on November 25, the first meeting was held between me and Norman. That was 3 o'clock sa Crown. And on the evening, or about 7 o'clock on the same day of November 25, we met again, but Jack Lam was already there.
I'm just interested, sir, kung ano yung relationship mo kay Jack Lam. Because at the onset, the entire hearing, nakikita ho namin, even the associates of Jack Lam would refer to you.
Copy, sir.
So gusto ko lang mong malagay yun sa record. Mr. Sombero, assuming that you wanted to undertake a legitimate transaction, and kanina binabanggit nyo po, sa buong pagkakaalam nyo, at first, I don't know, please correct me if I'm wrong, the way I understand your statements kanina, itong hinihinging salapi ay bail. Yun po yung pagkakasabi nyo. Tapos, after a while, sabi nyo nga po, extortion. Nabanggit nyo po, payoff. Again, assuming that you wanted to undertake legitimate transaction with the DOJ, the Bureau of Immigration, ang tanong ko, why did you undertake the transaction doon po sa City of Dreams and not in the offices ng mga ahensyang ito? It's mind-boggling sa bawat isa sa amin, sa lahat ng nanonood natin mga kababayan, na yung transaksyon mangyayari at in the wee hours of the morning. Sa mga associates ni Jack Lam, tanong ko din po ito. Kanina binabanggit nyo po, bail. Ang pagkakaalam nyo. 60 million niya yung pinawawalan ninyo. Bail pa rin. And then after giving 60 million, sasabihin ninyo na, ay, 6,000 per person pala lang yung bail, which is not even close to 80 million pesos. So, parang hindi ko nagko-connect. Sir Wally?
Mr. Chair, thank you very much, Senator Gordon, Your Honor. If you will allow me to explain
Please.
the reason why the meeting was held on November 26. Ang talagang pinag-usapan po namin ay yung problema ng as a head of the organization, my job was to mediate between the government and the industry. Ano po ba talaga ang solusyon dito? That was the
industry please excuse me for the industry na ikaw mismo, ako, tayong lahat dito naniniwala na illegal yung 1,316 workers. Am I correct?
Mr. Chair, you're not correct, Mr. I'm sorry. That's why if you will just allow me to explain the industry, only few people, maybe out of 10, baka ako lang nakakaintindi ng nangyayari sa industry.
Sandali lang po, tatanungin ko po, do you believe na yung 1,316 workers are illegal?
They are not illegal, Your Honor. If you will allow me to explain, they are not illegal.
Sige po.
You say they are involved in illegal gaming. My advocacy was to correct the erroneous classification that these people are online gaming. Your Honor, Senator Gordon, I'd like to put into record that there is no online gaming in this country. There is no online gaming. It's only online gaming service provider that caters offshore company that engage in online gaming. They are all call centers. That's the reason why I put up this organization, because this is the result of my research for 15 years, that the opportunity is going to Asia, and these are all, if you will just allow me to explain to you the dynamics of online gaming, there is no online gaming, Mr. Chair. That's why my job was to intervene in the trade as a part of my advocacy and all my briefings with the government agencies, that these are all immigration cases only. There is no online gaming.
Illegal pa rin po, Mr. Chairman. Yun po yung gusto kong i-point out. Kung sasabihin nyo hindi illegal dun sa online gaming, sige ho, kayo yung eksperto dyan. Pero kung para sabihin nyo sa amin dito na hindi illegal, illegal po. Wala nga pong passport yung iba. Wala nga pong alien employment permits yung iba. Sasabihin nyo legal. So kung sasabihin nyo po na illegal, dun lang ho dun sa pagkakaalam nyo. Kaya nga po kayo nagsasabing magbe-bail dahil illegal Tama ho ba ako?
Mr. Chair,
Thank you.
with due respect again, you're wrong, Mr. Chair.
I'm wrong, na illegal.
Yes, sir.
Na wala silang passport, na wala silang alien employment
Yes, sir.
permit, yung mga workers.
If you will allow me, Mr. Chair, I can explain to you why.
I will caution you. Time and again you say, if you will allow me. I don't know if that is your style of trying to have affected English. I hope it is just a style of affected
I'm
English.
sorry, Mr. Chair.
Because you should not say if you will allow. You are allowed.
Yes,
Just go direct to the
Yes,
point.
sir. The 1,360...
Say so respectfully. You're talking to a senator of the land.
Correct, sir. I'm sorry, Mr. Senator, sir. But thank you for raising that points. Because it's this the one reason why I came back. One reason why I returned. One reason why I would like to appear in this August chamber. To explain to you that there is no online gaming in the country. The 1,316, kaya walang passport. Pagka po ang isang Chinese agents ay nirecruit mo, kinukuha mo yung passport kapag na-issue na sila ng working permit. Out of 1,316, it was never even mentioned that almost 800 ay may working visa po. Ano po ba ang requirement ng working visa? The working
Excuse me. When somebody confiscates a passport, that is illegal. You're a policeman. You should know that.
Mr. Chair, if you will allow me.
Oh, there you
yes,
go,
sir.
then.
Yes, sir. Yes. I'm
I
sorry.
will not allow you anymore.
Sir, I'm sorry. I don't. I'm sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Kasi po pag nabigyan na ng working permit ang isang empleyado and you will be issued also by the alien employment permit, and one requirements to give you a 90 visa for 2 years, they will get your passport in the office. Then
Is that the procedure?
Yes, sir. That's the
Commissioner
procedure.
Morante?
It's the position of the office, your chair.
That is a violation of international human rights, I think.
Pero yun, Mr. Chair, binabalik din po yun kung kailangan mo kukunin. Parang safekeeping po yung
No,
passport
there's
sa
no
kanila.
such thing.
No, sir.
When you confiscate a passport, you leave a person practically naked to abuse. That is why I always complain in the international community that we protect all our OFWs because their passports are being taken. So do not for one moment I will not allow you to say that here, because you are encouraging people to confiscate passports, which is illegal. Alright? So that's illegal.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, practice lang po yung pagkuha ng passport. Yun po ay talagang
Practice.
sinusurrender ng mga nagkaroon ng
Mr.
working
Sombero, binanggit na ho ni Chair, nag-agree ho kami lahat, illegal po yun. Salamat po. Para lang ho, mapabilis ho tayo dahil marami pa tayong mga kasamahan na gusto rin po magtanong. Again, no, sinasabi nyo, dun sa
Excuse me, I will just, for all our edification. Section 5, I was just asking my staff to get this, and I was given this. Acts that promote trafficking in persons. The following acts which promote or facilitate trafficking in persons shall be unlawful: to confiscate, conceal, or destroy the passport, travel documents, or personal documents or belongings of trafficked persons. These are in the nature of trafficked persons. They're taking jobs away from Filipinos only because they speak Chinese, and most Filipinos don't speak Filipino. So in effect, these people are being brought here to take jobs away from our countrymen. One of the things that I'm going to propose here is if PAGCOR continues to do so, they have 1 year to allow Chinese to operate, but they must start training Filipinos to speak Chinese. Are you listening, Mr. Secretary? Are you listening, Mr. Morante?
I am, Your Honor.
So this is part of the cases that you must file against the people involved in bringing in these people. Do you intend to file cases against them for this? There's already an admission from no less than the president of the Offshore Gaming Association that this is a practice. It's illegal. Plain and simple. And while we're at that, I will ask Secretary Aguirre, what kind of cases do you intend to file against these people? Because the money, whether it's bribe or extorted, is tremendous. Illegal gambling is punishable by arresto mayor. Is that right? Di ba? If I remember my criminal law correctly, which I took about 40 years ago. Ito na matanda. Mga 20, mga 30 years ago naman siguro. Para magbigay ng bribe for arresto mayor, masyado namang malaki yung bribe na binibigay o extortion money or whatever it is. What cases do you intend to file against these people who are operating this, including the Chinese? That's why I keep asking. I want a report of all the individuals, and I just got it, I believe, yesterday, the list of the 1,316. So, sir, what do you intend to file? If you
Mr.
intend to
Chair, we have already filed 7 types of cases against some of the 1,316. Those that absolutely have no documents, they were, I think, summarily deported. Those...
and that means that they are blacklisted. They cannot come back forever. Eh?
That's right, Mr. Chair.
We're lawyers. Kindly complete the whole thing, because the people will say that's a slap in the wrist. To be blacklisted from coming back to this country is a heavy penalty.
Everybody who is deported is blacklisted. However, I think that is one of the remedies which should be made under the new proposed BI laws, because that's the only penalty for those with
we will take your advice, Secretary. We do respect. Go ahead.
And then there are about 5 types of cases, Mr. Chair. And another case which was filed before the Department of Justice are those we found out after our cybercrime office was able to secure a search warrant and searched and seized several computers in one of the villas, and about 39 people are involved here, and cases were filed before the DOJ.
What are you filing against them? Illegal possession of computers?
No, Mr. Chair, it is violation of online gaming, illegal online gaming.
Online gaming?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
All right. And then, what is the penalty for that?
Well, it should be
Para
an
malaman
imprisonment,
ng tao.
but I'm not familiar with the specific penalty.
Mr. Lim, what is the penalty for violation of the online gaming law, if there is?
I do not have knowledge about the penalty.
Well, you are the PAGCOR president. You must have knowledge.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Well, kindly get your office to get us the... Can the staff please take a look at the penalty? What else? There's only 2.
Before the BI, there are 5 types of
What about labor laws?
violations.
Violation of labor laws? What about violation of internal revenue regulations?
That's right, Mr. Chair. I believe that the DOLE and BIR should come in.
That's why the
Because
BIR is here.
Because our initial move here when we raided Fontana on November 24 is only for violation of immigration laws.
If I remember correctly, you made an interview with Ted Filon, and the first thing you said was, we raided them because they're illegal workers.
They were...
Shall I play the tape for you, sir?
That's violation of the Bureau of the immigration laws, Your Honor, because some of them are issued working visa by CESA, but they are working in Fontana. So that is, I think, a violation of immigration rules.
That's
and
correct.
some of them are issued visa by Clark Development, but they are not working in the place where the locators where they are supposed to work. So that is also a violation of
Anyway,
immigration
some of
laws.
them issued tourism visas and they're working, violating our labor laws.
Your Honor, may I refer you to the Bureau of Immigration who
I was-
made the
that's-
specific charges in connection with the immigration
No,
laws
because
violations?
the question I'm raising, if you listen to me carefully, because ang laki nung hinihingi na bribe eh. And if I may, 150 million ang binabalang, ang binanggit niya yung 150 million, binanggit niya yung 100 million, and if you, yung unang pinalabas na 650 ba yun? Mr. Ang, ano ba, 650? Mr. Morente, Commissioner Morente, 650
So,
nakalabas?
592.
A total of 654, Your Honor.
650
In 3 batches, Your Honor.
times 250,000 per lagay will amount to about 150 million.
Yeah, but the
More or less.
Bureau of Immigration did not ask for that, Your Honor.
I didn't say they were.
Yes, sir.
2 people from the Bureau of Immigration at that time, acting as Bureau of Immigration, did ask for that. Are you denying that? Argusino and Robles, at the time they did this, were members of the Bureau of Immigration, commissioners of the Bureau of Immigration. So let's not be on your skin. And I'm considering that simply because these 2 people were operating without any supervision from the Department of Justice, from the Immigration Department, and they were on their own. They were getting money, they were not reporting it. There is no report on their activities. What do you call that after an activity? You make a report, a spot report, and there is no recommendation whatsoever of filing. They kept the money for 16 to 17 days without anybody knowing it. If the money had been stolen, kung ninakaw yung pera, walang makakaalam. Kung binulso nila, walang makakailam. In other words, whether you like it or not, ako, nakapile naman na yung kaso sa inyo, nakapile na sa ombudsman yan, hindi po ba, Secretary of Justice?
That's right, Mr. Chair.
Kayo po ba nag-file nun?
The complaints filed by Mr. Sombero, and the second was filed by Gerald Kalima, and the third was filed by the NBI.
There you go. NBI is part of the Department of Justice. So, kailangan malaman natin ang puno dulo. Kaya inaalam ko kung bakit napakalaki ng bribe na hinihingi or ini-extract sa extortion. I just wanted to make those points clear because that's where we're going in terms of in aid of legislation. Kasi ang una nyo sinabi, Secretary, is illegal workers. That could mean they're overstaying as illegal workers, or that could mean they had tourism visas and they started working without a permit.
All of them, Mr. Chair, they have tourist visa but working there. So illegal
In
workers,
other words, all of the
violation
above
of
that I stated, right? All of the above.
Yes, Mr.
Correct.
Chair.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I'd like to put on record that I'd like to associate myself to the statements made by our chair na maraming illegal na nangyayari dito. Because I take offense, Mr. Chair, and I will not allow any scumbag to say that there's nothing illegal of what we're talking about here. Mr. Chairman, kanina tinatanong ko si Mr. Sombero at siguro for the last time tatanungin ko, mayroon bang bribery o extortion na nangyari doon po sa pakikipag-ugnayan nyo sa mga commissioners, dating commissioners ng Bureau of Immigration?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Actually, let me refine that. You are a former policeman. You have an excellent record. You were awarded by the Civil Service, the Ombudsman, and the Office of the President a very high award. What do you call it, the award?
Dangal ng Bayan, Mr. Chair.
Dangal ng Bayan. In your opinion, in your
Chairman,
honest opinion,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
is this bribery
Extortion,
or extortion?
Yes, extortion po.
Extortion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kung may nangi-extort at bumigay ka, bumigay yung principal, ibig sabihin may illegal po na nangyayari kaya bumigay. Siguro in the name of fairness, Mr. Chair, let's ask the two former commissioners kasi sila naman ang binabanggit nila may corruption of public officials. Is that correct?
Mr. Chair, thank you, Mr. Chair. If you will notice the two judicial affidavits or the two affidavits filed by Sombero or executed by Sombero, he was saying that the money or the amount of money of 100 million is in consideration for the release of illegal aliens. Sinasabi rin niya po that those aliens or the promise made by Atty. Argusino or including me was not fulfilled. That's why umangal na sila. But if you will notice, what Mr. Sombero was asking on the basis of his affidavits is an illegal one. Would you expect us to perform his request? Or would it be proper for them to say or complain for having for us not having delivered what he was expecting, what he was expecting? Your Honor, we have stated, and it shows from the narration of facts or the conflicting facts of two groups that there was an intention to bribe. We were there to help them. We were there to discuss things. Sinalyahan kami ng pera. We might have erred a little on that. I don't know what happened.
Sinalyahan kayo ng pera, ba't mo tinanggap? Sinalyahan kayo ng pera, ba't di mo ni-report? Sinalyahan kayo ng pera 17 days bago kayo lumabas.
Yes, Your
Ano
Honor.
tawag mo doon?
On my side, Mr. Chair, I communicated that and I discussed that with Atty. Argusino.
Sinalyahan kayo ng pera, andun si Argusino sa harap ng kanyang Secretary of Justice. Bakit hindi niya sinabi, sinasalyahan na kayo ng pera nung panahon na yun?
I think Atty. Argusino.
At nakita niyo si Argusino. Nakita niyo si Sombero. Ang participation niya apparently is parang abogado na pumapasok doon. At sinasabi niya, eto may mga nahuli. Paano ba natin papalabasin yan?
I think
Pwede
Atty.
ba yun? Pwede ba yung magtanong? Pwede ba yung magtanong? Somebody like Sombero can ask you na pinakausapan siya nung isang tao na kung pwede tulungan itong mga tao ito. Ang tanong doon, kailan nyo ba pwede palabasin yan? Pwede ba palabasin yan? Pwede ba magbibigay na lang kami ng pera? Bigyan na lang namin kayo. May sinabi ba siyang ganyan sa inyo? Mr. Argusino?
None, Your Honor. I
None.
that's right.
Ang nagsabi niya, pagbalik nyo, pag-alis si Secretary Aguirre, pagbalik niya, ikaw na sumalya na kailangan merong ibibigay para mailusot ito. At kung hindi na ibigay, umangal na yung mga ating China.
No, Your Honor.
Kasi kung nailabas niya, naibigay ang pera, tahimik na ito eh. Nailabas na eh. Ayaw nila. Alam niya ito mga negosyante, gusto nila, walang gulo eh.
Your Honor, by their own admission, what they wanted to happen was the dismissal of the case. And we came to know only on
I
November
don't
30.
think so. Pinauuwi na nga yan eh.
Para po ma-release. Your
come on.
Honor, please, if I may.
Oh, you may.
Nung meeting ho, admitted naman ho kung ano yung sinabi kay Secretary Aguirre. One of the conditions is the immediate release of the 1,316 aliens. Klaro naman po sa TSN yan. Sinabi po ni Secretary Aguirre na siya po ang gusto ni Wally at nandoon sina Alex Yu at saka na ilabas yung 1,316 aliens. Anong ibig sabihin ho niyan at the time of November 26? Tingnan din po natin.
You're a lawyer, aren't you?
Hindi po ako lawyer, sinasabi ko lang
you're
po.
a lawyer, aren't you?
I am a lawyer, but
Yes.
hindi ko
Now,
po
let me ask you a
sinasabi.
question. Di ba tungkulin ng lawyer na ilabas yung kanyang kliyente?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Hindi tungkulin ng lawyer magbigay kung may humihingi. Tungkulin niya, gamitin niya yung pag-aaral niya sa bilang abogado kung paano mabibilisan, mailabas yung kanyang mga kliyente. Tama ba yan? Tama ba yan?
Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Hindi tama yan?
Kasi po, Your Honor, at that particular time, November 26, nag-usap po nag-meeting ho kami ng 5 p.m., Your Honor. Ano po yung dinidemand ni Jack Lam? Ilabas lahat yung 1,316 aliens. Yun po yung
Hindi naman nagsasalita si Jack Lam. Nakausap mo ba si Jack Lam, Mr. Secretary?
No, Mr. Chair.
Hiningihan po ba kayo,
may
kung di nyo nakausap, hiningihan po ba kayo ito mga interpreter? Hiningihan po ba kayo ni Mr. Sombero na ilabas nyo at bibigyan namin kayo ng pera? Hiningi sa inyo kung paano ilalabas, hindi po ba?
Wala pong usapan ganun.
Ano po ang usapan?
Usapan lamang po, di yung matagal na niyang walang nag-aalaga kay Jack Lam. Dahil walang po kami nagsasalita.
So, hindi niya sinabing ninong.
Katapos nun,
kayo nagsabi, sino nagsabing may mag-aalaga?
siya po si General Sombero.
Pero ang una sinabi niyo magninong.
Hindi po ako nagsasabi nun. Siya ang nagsabi niyan. Ganito po ang usapan namin. Nung ako po'y patindig na, pagkatapos niyang sabihin sa akin na mayaman si Jack Lam, siyang may-ari ng Fontana, siyang may-ari ng Porto Lucandia, at he is the biggest illegal online gaming here sa Pilipinas and one of the biggest junketeer sa Macau. Sinabi niya sa akin, Secretary, matagal nang walang nag-aalaga kay Jack Lam. Pwede bang ang Secretary of Justice ang magninong? So, alam ko na po kung saan pupunta.
Alam niyo na pala kung saan pupunta. Sana pinapakasuhan niyo na kagad yan. That's a proposition.
Wala pong...
That's seduction.